This next event is of police on December 29th, 2020. I had just been released from emergency due to appendicitis. Police were outside my house earlier that day when I got dropped off by my mother, as well as when my friend came over. This is that event. I denied him access to my building, which is my right. As a tenant, I have this authority. This officer then proceeds to threaten to arrest me and barges his way into my common area of my building, sneaking in subvertly, as was the case back in 2016, by virtue obtaining evidence. The majority holds reasonable expectation of privacy as the ability to provide access or limit access in this regard, such as a building buzzer door.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I'm just gonna jump.
Oh, yeah, I can't let you in, sir. I can't let you in. Come on.
So like all.
Sorry, buddy. I can't let you in.
Well,
I can't let you in. The building manager says so. I can't let you in without.
police officer, I'm coming in. Stand in my way, you're gonna get arrested.
And what if my friend wasn't at the door phoning me from the buzzer? I wouldn't have let him in then. This is unreasonable. This officer states duty, a lawful duty. Well, then he should lawfully go to the office and gain access that way, which is a lawful way of handling this matter, not requiring a tenant to let him in, if he was really there on official business. Him avoiding showing me his name badge, saying it's right there, and then running off as I tried to catch up with him. However, I could not because I was just released from the hospital. This cannot be considered proper policing in a free democratic society. But this is how officers often react in their carte blanche attitude, overlooking citizens' rights and freedoms.
For what?
Hey, because I have to check on
They
the
tell me
welfare.
not to let anybody in.
Doesn't matter, buddy.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Right there.
Gotcha.
I'm here for a lawful reason. And you
Great. Well, it's not lawful reason.
just listen.
I just let a trespasser in. Petty trespass.
But a trespass.
Isn't that what?
The case law in this regard is written and ruled upon. Entry of the officer was unreasonable. This was not a business. This is a residence, a common area, where tenants have a reasonable expectation of privacy in their common areas. That's why the security door is there, in fact, to keep out trespassers or people not authorized by law to be in this building. Case law stating it would make no difference whether he was a police officer or not. He had no right to be on the premises once he was asked to leave. I did not invite this person into my home. He was there on official business, his claim was. However, that has nothing to do with me, and to me, he could have been just a hoodlum dressed up as an officer, or an officer trying to, by virtue, gain information.
It's called? No way. Okay.
No one is a police officer with a lawful reason to be here.
And what was your lawful reason, sir?
Hey?
Your lawful reason?
Well, you wouldn't let me explain earlier. My lawful reason is to check on the welfare of somebody.
Who's that?
None of your business.
Oh, there you go. Well, I wasn't supposed to let you in, just so you know, sir.
Well,
Building code.
because you would have been in jail right now.
For what?
For obstructing the peace officer in the course of his duty.
Obstructing a peace officer in the course of his duty. A duty and business that had nothing to do with me. After all, I could have just not let him in and chose to tell my friend to go around to the back door. As you can read, the case law clearly states that I had the right, and I did not revoke this right to officer. He then intimidates me and then threatens to arrest me. This cannot be reasonable under the law and principles of fundamental justice in a free and democratic society, where these tyrants, through fear, get people, citizens, to do things that normally they would not do. However, myself not wanting to go to jail that day, as usually that would be what happens, and go through that whole process all over again, I decided not to pursue this matter. And being just released from hospital, another reason I did not want to pursue this matter.
Well, hey, that's not my deal. I just got out of the hospital.
Climbing stairs with a fucking bag hanging on.
Well, because I got a fucking appendicitis. What do you think? I'm pissed.